Yeah.
Heb Hangs, it's time for Heb Hangs.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing, do this instead. Come along and hang with Heb.
What is up? It is the 4th of July post show. It is July 6th, so it's not the 4th of July. And I'm recovering from, well, I didn't drink at all, but I smoked a lot. I was stoned probably for like 2 days straight. But I wasn't in a drinking mood, you know? I was in a smoking mood. Smoking. This is my cold brew with oat milk. Oh my God. Okay, so first things first, I need to give you an update on... I don't want to seem so weird and I have this parasocial relationship, but... Okay, do you remember when I was talking about how I DM'd Mae Martin too many times and then I feel like I got muted? But they follow me still, but I feel like I got muted. So I met them in person and immediately I was like, the first thing I said, I didn't even say my name. Well, no, I said my name, but I was just like, hi, I'm Heb and I have gone crazy in your DMs. And they're like, what, mine? What are you talking about? And I was like, I'm so sorry. And I told them about all the things. I was like, I sent you my script, you know, like I was just crazy in there. And like, I feel like I was being kind of manic and I made a joke like I'm medicated now, but it wasn't a funny joke. And they were like, oh, cool. They were like, that's fine. But they were really nice about it. Bro, the roots on this thing are like actually scaring me. Like the aerial roots, the like stick things that are coming out, it's like uncomfortable to look at. I don't like them. But I know that it means that your plant is healthy. But I really don't like them. They make me uncomfy. I don't like to touch them. Ew. Yuck. Yeah, but they were really nice about it. They were like, I don't even remember what you're talking about, which, of course, you don't expect someone to remember all of their interactions. And also, I'm like, oh, I wonder if they were just saying that to make me feel better. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't remember it, of course. But yeah, we were at a lesbian oil wrestling event. That's where we met because I was a correspondent for Field that night, Field, the dating app. And then they were hosting it with their partner Parvati from Survivor. And I met her too. She was really cool. They were both extremely nice. Like extremely kind. You know, I was all nervous and I was trying not to act weird, but I felt like since I had already been weird, I felt like I had a lot on my shoulders, like to reverse the weirdness and be like, I'm not weird. So I was like overthinking it, still am overthinking it, which makes me seem weirder. So it doesn't help my cause. It's just too much. It's simply too much to think about. But when I first met them, I was like, oh yeah, I'm corresponding for Field. I'd love to get an interview with you guys at some point. And I didn't know when I was going to ask again. And I was like, oh, it might not even happen. But then Mae came up to me and was like, yo, let me go grab Parv and we'll go do the interview. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, thanks. And then we did the interview for like 10 minutes. They gave me like a lot of their time. And they were really nice and funny, both of them. And then the event happened, the lesbian oil wrestling, which was awesome. Okay, so it was, God, I just love non-men. I just love non-men. They're so hot. They're so hot. I miss girls and non-men adjacent people. But yeah, lesbian oil wrestling. It is, I think it was olive oil. I really think it was olive oil. And they were in this small kiddie pool. I didn't know what the setup was going to look like, but they were in this small kiddie pool. And, excuse me, in the center of the room. I'm recording this in the morning, so I'm kind of tired. Because I waited to the last minute to record. And I got to stay on schedule. So I had to do it in the morning. Oh yeah, but it was like in this kiddie pool in the center of a room. And then there were like probably like 1,000 people there. 800 surrounding the pool. And people had to sit down so that you could see, like it wasn't elevated or anything. It was literally just like a kiddie pool in the center of a room. A kiddie pool that's like 6 feet across, inflatable. And then they just poured oil on everybody and told them to wrestle. And apparently most of them didn't even have wrestling experience. Like I was talking to the winner, I thought they all knew how to wrestle or like they had practice or something. I was talking to the winner and they were like, oh yeah, I've never wrestled before. I was like, what? And I guess it makes sense because more than half of the contestants were not really wrestling. They were more just like humping the air or shaking ass, twerking, and then like just swishing around in the oil. And then the other person was there and then maybe they'd like fall on them. But I mean, the first round was like wrestling. They like the first two people who went, they were going in, like trying to pin each other. It was crazy. And it was like the 1, 2, 3. And the rest of them had that. But also it was kind of decided by audience applause at the end. So it really just depended on who gave the better performance. I tended to vote for whoever I thought was like doing the most actual wrestling. And then also probably who I just thought worked the crowd the best, who I just liked. But the combination of those, I feel like, is what won the competition. And they got the belt. They got the lesbian oil wrestling belt. It was a very fun time. And I was very grateful to have done that event for Field. I love when I get to work for Field. It's one of my favorite gigs. They call, I'm there. Oh, and I met someone else. There's this girl who I went to a birthday party with a couple months ago. And then I saw her out and about at the bars like a month after that. And she was like, do I recognize you? And I was like, yeah, we were at a birthday party together last month. And she's like, oh, right. Cool, like nice to see you again, whatever. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, wait, I think I interviewed her at a Field event, which I did. And I went back and looked and I interviewed her at a Field event before the birthday party. And I like to remember that she called me hot in the interview. I like to remember that. I said, who's in your dream threesome rotation? And she said, you. Talking about me. I love asking people their dream threesome rotation. Because people are like, that's like asking my dream blunt rotation. Who would be in my dream blunt rotation? Maybe Obama, just because like I feel like he'd be cool stoned. And maybe Haley Williams, if I had to choose only two. Obama, Haley Williams. Megan Thee Stallion would be cool. Don't say Mae Martin. Don't say it. This is Operation Be Less Weird. This is Operation Be Less Weird. I'm sure you were fine. I was probably fine, yes, but I just overthink this shit so much. And then we got a picture together, and then I'm like, I don't want to post the picture and seem like crazy, so I shouldn't post the picture. I just overthink this shit, man. And I'm so scared of seeming weird to people I admire. Hello? 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 Sorry about that. I think I need a new cable. I think that's the answer here. I think I need a new cable. XLR cable. XLR cable. That's what I need. And then that'll hopefully stop happening with the microphone. I just need to get a second one already. They're like $10 for the super cheap ones. Yeah. Yeah, but so that was a good time. That all happened this week. For 4th of July I went back to I've talked about this like OnlyFans house where it's just a bunch of, well, actually I think a lot of them are on Fansly, not OnlyFans. But it's a bunch of creators, like sex work creators, at this house. This house is like a hub, and so they're called the Naked Bakers, and and all these creators are like doing their own separate things. Like they all have their own separate accounts and separate pages, whatever. But then the Naked Bakers will invite people in, and then they'll like do a cooking show or something like that naked. And so people will like participate in the Naked Bakers, but then they also have their own separate things going on. And this is the 3rd year in a row that my boyfriend and I have gone to this party. I think he may have gone the year before. Or maybe not. Maybe that was his first year too. What was I saying? Oh yeah. But so this is our 3rd year in a row going, and I've talked about this place in my stand-up sets because last year there was an orgy. And I watched the orgy for a long time. I just kind of sat in the corner smoking weed, hitting my little pen, just kind of watching it happen for like over 2 hours for sure. While my boyfriend played backgammon in the corner, and I was just like talking to my friends, and yeah, it's cool that like I've actually become friends with some of the people who participate at the Naked Bakers or like come over or whatever. Because it was nice, the first year I went, I only barely knew my boyfriend, and I was like, I'm at this place with all these naked people, and he's like the only person I know. And then the next year I saw some girls who I'd met the year before, and he was like, oh my God, hey, like, it's nice to see you. And then since then, in this past year, I've hung out with a couple of them outside of all this, and like hung out one-on-one, and I've become pretty good friends with a couple of them. And then going back this year was nice because they were all there. I was like, oh my God, it's like my actual homies. And then by proxy, I've met other friends through them, and they were all there. So I knew like 8 people or something. And then like this one girl who I only see at the party. It's like so good to see her every year. But yeah, so I was just feeling more comfortable until some girl got weird. Well, not weird, but she just like realized who I was or who I was dating, and then got just super weird. And then I felt weird, and she was like, oh my God, you're his girlfriend? And I was like, yes. And she was like, oh my God, Zayd's your boyfriend? I was like, yes. She's like, oh my God. I was like, what, bitch? What? Turns out it was fine, but I didn't like it. So I had a mini crash out. Okay, I had a mini crash out. It's true. I need to clean my apartment so bad. After my co-working group today, I'll clean it. Oh yeah, speaking of co-working group, my show that I'm working on, still working on it. My web series, still working on it. It's coming along nicely. We had our first production meeting last Monday. And then we have another one next week. And we're going to get the Kickstarter going. And yeah. I'm just thinking I might need to hire someone to do like BTS pictures or something. And I need I'm making the Kickstarter, and there's so many things that I can do for this Kickstarter, like pictures of the whole cast and introducing them. But I've never done a Kickstarter before, and it can be overwhelming a little bit because it's just a lot. Rocky, come here. Rocky. I posted about my grubby ass nails on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and someone is making me a custom nail set and sending me a nail set. I'm so excited. I asked for them to be pretty short. I've been putting on cuticle oil. I've just like really fucked up my nails. I don't know. I wish they would just be nice. I can't wait till I can get pedicures and manicures all the time, because my feet look grubby as hell. And I really want them to look cute. I came home and my dog pooped inside last night, and I stepped in it. I'll be honest. I'll admit it. I think he was nervous because the fireworks. Because also Mexico played last night versus England. Ooh, rough. But when Mexico got their goals, my neighborhood probably went crazy with fireworks, and I think my dog got nervous and pooped. So that's really cool and fun. I am going to be dropping my dog off at my mom's house for 2 months. I'm going to be doing it. I've been talking about it. I'm going to do it. So we're going to road trip up. I think this weekend. I think I leave this weekend. We're going to road trip up. And then I'm going to leave him with my mom for 2 months. And then my boyfriend is going to fly up because he's going to go early to go visit some friends a couple days before I come up. He's going to fly up. And then I'm going to pick him up on the way to going up to my mom's house. And then I'm going to drop off my dog, stay there for a couple days, and then road trip back down with my boyfriend. But I'm nervous about the road trip because he doesn't love road trips. And I know it's not. Well, I need to remind myself also, it's not 100% on me to make sure that he has a good time. But of course, I want him to have a good time, especially because he doesn't like road trips. And I want him to like them. If I'm being so honest, I want him to like them, but I need to let go of that control because I just don't have control over that. And I can try to make it as comfortable for him as possible and whatever, but I'm not going to take on the whole responsibility of trying to make sure he has a good time and stress out over that. Rocky. I thought I heard Rocky. But he's still going to have to fucking drive. And it sucks because he doesn't like them, and there's no way for me to make it painless. Is that Rocky? Is that a Rocky? Hi, baby. Come on. There you go. There's a Rocky. Oh, baby. Hi. You little angel. You little angel? You little angel? You little angel. Oh, that's my sweet baby. Oh, I love him. But yeah, I can't make it painless. And sometimes road trips are fun, but sometimes they suck. Sometimes you're sick of driving, or you're in a really boring stretch. Like coming back down to LA, there's like that last 6 hours. The last 6 hours is just like nothing but fields. And it's boring and flat and straight. We'll be together. Hi, baby. We'll be together, which will be nice. On my way up, I'll be by myself. It'll just be me and Rocky. Oh, but I got Rocky a new car seat, because his old one, I've had it for like 4 years, and it was just time. It was time for a new one. And I'm really excited because I think it's really cute, and I think it's going to be comfortable, and it's going to be a lot easier to clean than the last one that I had. Because, oops, I just burped. Sorry if you heard that. The last one that I had was like cloth on the inside, and then so his hair would get stuck to it. It was just impossible to clean. His hair was it just looked like a box of dog hair. Hi, baby. Oh, what's up? But this one is like it's obviously still a fabric, but it's like it's like more, it's like closer to like a tent fabric. Let me do my phone thing. It's closer to like a tent type of, like what's it called? Not nylon. What's it called? Not flannel. I can't remember what that material is called, but anyway, I think it's closer to that, so the hair can just like come off. Yeah, but I'm a little bit nervous about, my back always hurts when I drive my car for a while. That's kind of my biggest concern. Is I just feel like car seats are built for the strangest body shape. Like so much, like not for someone who has a strange body shape, but I just don't think that anybody has this body shape, and the shape is weird. Did I explain that at all, or did that make any sense, or what? But I feel like they're shaped like you have your head forward, like just no one's back is shaped like they shape them in a car seat. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, hi. What's up, Rocky? Oh, you got eye boogies. You got eye boogies. Oh my God, you have a lot of eye boogies. Oh God. Here, just eat it. Get it away. It's gross. Just eat it. There. Ew. That's so gross. I know that I'm the one actively doing it, and it's gross. I don't like it. It grosses me out. Yeah, but so, and I can never like get it right where my steering wheel is and where my seat is, like where I can reach the pedals and reach the steering wheel without my back hurting, and then the shape of the chair. I can never get it right. So my shoulders always hurt and get really tired. So I'm a little bit worried about that. And then also just entertaining myself for that long. I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I already have that set up. I'm on the second book of the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. It's A Court of Mist and Fury. And I'm like maybe a third of the way through that audiobook. I've been listening very slowly. And then I was planning on reading it physically after I finish the book that I'm currently reading. But with this road trip coming up, I'm like, oh, I'll just listen to it, because I listened to the first one. And I've listened to the second one up until this point. But Apparently it gets hot and sexy and smutty, so that's honestly my motivation to keep going. You know how I got bananas everywhere, and I still need a banana for that space right there. I need something. But oh yeah, what I was saying is yesterday at the pool party I was riding a banana and it was fun. That's all. I was riding a banana and it was fun. Like a banana floaty. It was really cool and cute. I liked it a lot. Whoa. Whoa, Rocky. I'm also getting my hair done. I'm worried. I don't know why I be acting like I have money right now. Getting him a new car seat. Well, I also want him to be safe for the car seat. And his old one was not safe for our road trip. So not only is it cute, but also it's just like a better car seat, safety wise. But then I'm like getting my hair done because I want to have braids still when I go up to Washington. I want them to be different though. These braids are okay. Let's not get in your butt on screen. Is this not enough? Okay, get out of your butt. I just scratched everything for you. What do you need in there? No, you don't need it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to go in your butt. It's okay, buddy. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I don't know why I be acting like I have money. Rock. I don't know why I be acting like I have money right now. But it's so hard because it's like I'll deprive myself of a lot of stuff for a long time when I don't have money, and then a paycheck will come in. I don't know when my next one is coming in. Like for social media and stuff. I don't know when my next one is coming in, but my paycheck comes in and yeah, and then I'm like, let me just do some of the things that I've been wanting to do for the last couple weeks or months or something that I haven't been able to do. But then I get stressed because then I'm like, oh, I'm going on this road trip and I'm going to have to spend money on that and whatever. But I have a meeting with a social media agency this week who this guy like specializes in political sponsorships. Not that my stuff needs to be political, but like just it's not that he doesn't do like, I mean, I'm sure he does do makeup and clothes and lifestyle and stuff like that, but a lot of the things that he is my friend's agent, and a lot of the like sponsored posts she does are like security privacy blocker things for your computer, or like a way to clear your data from sites online that might be selling your data, stuff like that. That's not political, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's other ones that make more sense that are better examples, but I can't think of anything right now. Let's see. Let me see if I can think of one. No, I can't think of anything. But like anti-sexual harassment stuff and cool stuff. Anyway, that is more of what my page needs, I think, because lifestyle brands and makeup and stuff like that don't seem to want to work with me. Excuse me. Maybe because I say fuck Trump or whatever. I don't know. Pre-cum exists. You can still get pregnant, sis. You want to smell it? You don't like it? He didn't like the microphone. But I'm going to my co-working group soon. I'm going to work on editing the field video, posting Heb Hangs clips for the episode that comes out today. Yeah. And then if I have time, the Kickstarter, but I doubt I will, because the field video is going to take a while. Most of my time, actually. What's up? Oh, you want me to scratch you? Oh, yeah. I wrote down things that I did. I wrote down things that I did in my little journal app. So I could go back and be like, what did I do this week? Oh, that's right. Someone smashed my car window. I'm glad I wrote it down because I almost forgot. Someone smashed my fucking car window, bro, with a baseball bat when I was doing a photo shoot with my friend. And when I came out and I saw it, I saw some security guards in like a parking lot. I was not parked in the parking lot, but this was a parking lot right next to it. And I went over and I was like, hi, did you see anything? And the guy mostly spoke Spanish, but we like kind of figured out a way. But I was like, did you see anything? And he was like, oh yeah, some guy was riding by on his bike and he had a baseball bat in his backpack and then he just smashed in your window and took shit. And I was like, did you do anything? He was like, no, it happens all the time. And I was like, maybe you could just call the cops if that happens. And then the guy's colleague was like, well, it's not our job because, you know, they work inside the fence of this parking lot and this happened outside the fence. And I'm like, yeah, I suppose it's not technically your job, but you literally saw a robbery happen and did nothing. That's weird. I was telling that story to someone and they were like, that is the real villain of the story. I'm like, absolutely. And you know what? The person who smashed my window, I got it fixed for only $175. Of course, I didn't want to spend that money like in the first place, but as far as windows go, I feel like $175 is good. My insurance quoted me, because my insurance didn't cover it. Ouch, Rocky. You're scratching my foot. My insurance didn't cover it, but they were like, oh, but you should use our recommended Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace, or whatever. And it was like $360. And then I just called around and I found this auto glass place like 10 minutes away and they did it for $175 and they did it in like 15 minutes. I was like, if I paid Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace $360 and they did it in 15 minutes, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, take longer. 15 minutes for almost $400? Come on now. But the person who stole my stuff, I can tell they weren't just trying to ruin my day. They weren't just being a dick. They were looking for something. They took all my car documents, which is annoying, but there's nothing they could do with those. Like my registration and all of my mechanic receipts and stuff like that. I really liked to keep those records, so it's annoying that they took that. But that's all they took because I didn't have anything else in there. I mean, there was like a box of tampons and some dog treats, but they left those. But I could tell they weren't just being annoying just to be in it. Because some people, you know, they're going to just smash windows just to be a menace. And then maybe they'll take shit. But this person smashed in the window, took the shit and left. They didn't smash any of the other windows. They didn't break off my mirror. They didn't take everything. They just took what they thought would be important or whatever. So I'm like, Because I have a big crack in my windshield. They could have like done that. They could have, really finished that off and broke my windshield too if they wanted to. Kind of just for fun, but they didn't. So I kind of forgive them because I appreciate them not just fucking shit up for the sake of it. They were on a mission. I honestly always thought my car was safe because I was like, who's going to break into a bright orange car because it's so visible? But apparently they can, because even if someone sees it, they won't do anything about it. So it's fine that it's visible. Oh my God, I love a good stretch. What else did I do the next day? Oh, I got my window fixed the next day. And right, and I wrote down that like around this time of the month I'm always I'm trying to take it a little bit more easy, it seems. I'm trying to track more with my period and hormones and time of the month and stuff, like my moods and my wants and desires and tendencies and all that. I want to see more of the correlation, but it seems like, yeah, on my period I kind of am like, let's just stay home and stay in and hi baby, and not go crazy and just be like a little bit more introspective and whatever. So that's kind of how I've been feeling. What is this stuff about Trump reversing a red card? What's that about? What's that about, Rocky? What's that about? Is that your little feetsy? Is that your little feetsy? He's still kind of limping, but it's kind of gotten better, but it's still kind of there. But I've kind of just been ignoring it, and that's been okay right now. It's been okay so far. All right, I'm going to do what I did last week for the extended section, but I'm going to call my dad and ask him questions, because last week I called my mom and I asked her questions for the extended portion of this. So if you want that, I gave him no warning, so I'm just going to call him and see if he's around. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm recording Heb Hangs currently.
Oh, okay. So I'm live, am I? Or I will be online?
You will be. Yeah, you're not live, but you will be.
Okay. All right, I'm scared, but I'll get over it.
I was gonna... Well, okay, so for my podcast, I always have like an extended section.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking I could ask you a couple questions for the extended portion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sounds fun. I probably have a white face because I glopped on my mineral-based sunscreen without any regard for rubbing it in. So.
That's fine. You won't be seen.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. Hang on. Let me say bye to my YouTube people, and then we'll say hello to my Patreon people. Oh, Rocky's here too.
Hi, Rocky. I love you, Rocky.
Wait, he's coming up. He's about to be your neighbor.
Oh, really? That'll be great to see him.
Yeah, he's going to stay up there for like 2 months.
Oh, 2 months. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love Rocky.
You'll probably get roped into helping with him at some point.
Okay. All right. Well, I can handle it. Rock
Okay.
is easy.
Bye to my YouTubers. If you want the extended cut, you know where to find it. If you don't, go in the description. Okay. Bye, YouTube. Whoa.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Now that they're gone. Wait, hang on.